Only at 11 tonight, as Rhode Island lawmakers weigh a proposal to mandate police body cameras as a path to police reform.
We're looking into how effective they actually are. NBC 10 I-Team reporter Tamara Sakarsik learned they may not be the solution.
Cameras have the power to clear names, put criminals in cuffs, and even prevent tense situations from escalating.
Knowing that you're being watched changes your behavior.
But when it comes to police reform, is surveillance the answer?
In terms of accountability, body-worn cameras haven't really been producing that type of effect that a lot of people have hoped for.
That's because many people want to see a reduction in use of force incidents, but the studies on that are conflicting. New research from the University of Chicago Crime Lab found a 10% reduction in incidents, but other studies have found no change. Why do you think that is?
Use of force is a relatively rare event in policing, and as a result, you're always going to have some level of use of force.
In other words, some use of force incidents are justified, which is why Lawrence believes footage should also be reviewed in other scenarios.
The next step for body-worn cameras is really to incorporate video analytics, audio analytics to identify cases of officers yelling, a scuffle might be happening, and those analytics can actually flag the footage for sergeants then to do a manual review.
The proposed legislation in Rhode Island would not do that. Instead, footage would only be reviewed if a complaint is made against an officer. Could one argue that's not tackling the direct problem, because many studies have shown that use of force incidents barely drop at all once body cameras are used in a department, but instead the real issue is officer conduct before the incident?
I think you're totally right. I mean, look, this is just a piece of reforming the relationship.
But the bill does serve other purposes. It would require departments to release video within 21 days of a public complaint, and could also help departments avoid costly settlements.
When people come at this from a fiscal responsibility perspective, that's one of the things that they often say.
Since 2016, East Providence, Providence, Cranston, and Johnston police have collectively spent over $2 million to settle police-related lawsuits. The proposal would cost an estimated $3 million to implement, then another $3 million to sustain each year.
$3 million is a big chunk, but if we think about it from a state budget perspective, it's not much, and it's something that could go a long way at increasing the trust between the policing community and the public in our state.
For the NBC 10 I-Team, I'm Tamara Sakarsik.